but we cannot have minors on the carpet, especially not this one.
Okay.
As soon as I came, the whole energy switched up. Nobody told me nothing. I grabbed Sage and I said, Sage, let's go.
Yeah, I got the credentials. Here's the credentials right here.
Nobody was telling me the whole time.
A single red carpet moment just exposed how fake the entertainment industry really is. And it was all caught live on stream. What you're about to see will change how you view celebrity events forever. Two streamers, same credentials, same event, same red carpet. But only one got treated like royalty while the other faced public humiliation. The difference? Status. And the whole thing was broadcast live to thousands of viewers who witnessed the industry's dirty little secret unfold in real time. Picture this scenario. You're invited to promote a major award show. You get official credentials. You're told exactly where to go, and you arrive ready to do your job. That's exactly what happened to Tylil James, a rising streamer who was specifically brought to the Betty Awards to help promote the event to his audience. He wasn't crashing the party. He was literally working for them. But what started as a simple promotional opportunity quickly turned into a nightmare that exposed the entertainment industry's most toxic practices. The stage was set for a controversy that would ripple through social media for weeks. The moment Tylil approached the red carpet with his 4-year-old niece, Sage, everything went sideways. Security immediately stepped in, blocking their path with an authority that seemed almost rehearsed. The conversation that followed wasn't just about policy. It was about power, respect, and who gets to decide the rules in Hollywood. What made this confrontation particularly painful was the confidence in the security guard's voice, as if she was delivering news that should have been obvious. Tylil wasn't asking for special treatment. He was simply trying to understand why. His official credentials suddenly meant nothing. Here's where things got really twisted. The security guard's first excuse was a blanket no minors policy on the red carpet. Sounds reasonable, right? Rules are rules after all. But this wasn't about protecting children or following regulations. This was about creating barriers that didn't actually exist. The way she delivered this information with such certainty made it seem like federal law, not a flexible policy that could change based on who was asking. This initial lie set the foundation for everything that would follow, establishing a pattern of dishonesty that would only get worse. The seed of discrimination was planted in that moment. When Tylil pulled out his official credentials, something incredible happened. They were dismissed, as if they were fake tickets printed at home. These weren't random passes he found on the ground, they were legitimate credentials, given to him by BET representatives who specifically asked him to be there. The security guard looked at official documentation and essentially said, "I don't know what this means," which is industry speak for, "I'm going to pretend your paperwork doesn't matter." This moment revealed how quickly official authorization can become meaningless when certain people decide you don't belong. The power to invalidate legitimate access was being wielded like a weapon. Then came the bombshell that exposed everything. After insisting that minors absolutely cannot be on the red carpet under any circumstances, the security guard casually mentioned that icons can bring their children without any issues. Let that sink in for a moment. The same carpet, the same event, the same supposed safety concerns, but completely different rules based on your celebrity status. This wasn't about policy or legality. This was about a caste system where your treatment depends entirely on how famous you are. The mask slipped completely in that moment, revealing the arbitrary nature of entertainment industry gatekeeping. What followed was a masterclass in public embarrassment. Tylil was essentially treated like a troublemaker for questioning obvious inconsistencies, while security acted like he was being unreasonable for expecting equal treatment. The conversation grew more tense as multiple staff members seemed confused about their own policies, creating a chaotic scene that made Tylil look like the problem. This wasn't just poor customer service. This was systematic humiliation designed to put someone in their place. The psychological impact of being dismissed and degraded in front of thousands of live viewers cannot be understated. Then, something magical happened. Cenat arrived on the scene. The same security guards who had been giving Tylil the runaround suddenly transformed into the most accommodating staff members you've ever seen. No lengthy policy explanations, no credential confusion, no concerns about minors on the carpet. Kai walked up with the exact same type of request that had been denied to Tylil, and security rolled out the red carpet, literally and figuratively. The speed of this transformation was almost comical, like watching someone flip a switch that changed the entire atmosphere. The contrast couldn't have been more obvious, or more damaging to BET's credibility. Watching Kai walk through the same checkpoint that had blocked Tylil was like witnessing a magic trick. Same credentials, same request, same carpet, but completely different universe of treatment. The security guards who'd been citing policy after policy suddenly forgot every rule they had mentioned. No questions about the minor policy, no confusion about credentials, no need for explanations or justifications. Kai's presence didn't just change the rules, it revealed that the rules were never real in the first place. This moment crystallized everything wrong with celebrity culture and status-based discrimination in a way that no scripted content could ever achieve. The responses from both streamers revealed the deep emotional impact of this incident. Kai handled the situation with diplomatic grace, acknowledging the unfairness while maintaining his composure. His reaction showed maturity and understanding of the bigger picture. Tylil's response was more raw and emotional, which was completely understandable, given that he was the one who suffered the humiliation. The contrast in their responses highlighted different approaches to handling discrimination. One focused on moving forward, the other on processing the trauma of being publicly diminished. Both reactions were valid and necessary for understanding the full impact of what occurred. What would you do in this situation? Would you stay quiet to avoid conflict? Or would you speak up against unfair treatment? Let me know in the comments, because this decision could define how the industry treats creators moving forward. Here's what makes this controversy different from every other industry discrimination story. It was broadcast live to thousands of viewers with no editing, no spin, no damage control. Traditional media would have buried this incident or spun it into a simple misunderstanding. But live streaming created an unfiltered record of exactly what happened, when it happened, and how it happened. Viewers saw the lies, the double standards, and the immediate reversal when status changed. This transparency is revolutionizing how we understand celebrity culture and industry politics. The days of hidden discrimination are ending because everything is now potentially public record. This incident represents something much bigger than a red carpet dispute. It's a clash between old Hollywood gatekeeping and new media influence. Streamers like Tylil and Kai represent a generation of creators who built their platforms independently, without traditional industry approval. Their presence at events like the BET Awards isn't charity, it's mutual benefit, where streamers bring audiences that traditional media can't reach. But old-school industry mentality still operates on hierarchy and status, creating inevitable conflicts when these worlds collide. The balance of power is shifting, and incidents like this accelerate that transformation. Kai's response to the situation was strategic and powerful. Instead of just accepting the incident and moving on, he made it clear that future cooperation with BET would depend on a formal apology to Tylil. This wasn't just about being nice. It was about establishing standards for how creators should be treated by traditional media companies. By drawing a line in the sand, Kai demonstrated the leverage that successful streamers now have over events that desperately need their audiences. His ultimatum turned a personal slight into a business negotiation, showing how creator economy dynamics are reshaping industry relationships. This wasn't an isolated incident. It's part of a broader pattern of how traditional entertainment treats digital creators. From award shows to red carpet events, there's a consistent theme of creators being invited for their audience reach, but treated as second-class participants. The industry wants the benefits of creator promotion without extending the respect typically given to traditional celebrities. This creates a toxic dynamic where creators are simultaneously needed and diminished, welcomed and excluded. Understanding this pattern helps explain why the BET incident resonated so strongly with creator communities and their audiences. Kai's threat to boycott BET unless they apologize carries significant weight beyond just his personal brand. In the interconnected world of content creation, when a major streamer takes a stand, it influences the decisions of countless other creators. If Kai doesn't attend BET events, other streamers in his network might follow suit out of loyalty or principle. This creates a cascading effect where one incident of disrespect could cost BET access to multiple influential creators and their combined audiences. The potential business impact of this solidarity demonstrates how creator communities can leverage collective action to demand better treatment. Strip away the celebrity drama and red carpet glamour, and this story is fundamentally about respect and recognition. Tylil wasn't demanding special treatment. He was asking for equal treatment under the same rules that apply to everyone else. The incident highlighted how arbitrary status distinctions create unfair hierarchies that benefit some while marginalizing others. This message resonates far beyond the entertainment industry, touching on workplace dynamics, social interactions, and institutional behavior that many people experience daily. The universality of this unfairness is why the story gains such widespread attention and emotional investment. Here's what BET and similar organizations need to understand. They need streamers more than streamers need them. Traditional award shows have been losing viewers for years, while streaming content continues to grow exponentially. When BET invited streamers to promote their event, they were acknowledging this reality. But you can't invite someone to help promote your brand while simultaneously treating them as inferior to your traditional guests. This business contradiction creates unsustainable relationships that ultimately damage both parties. The smart move for traditional media is embracing creator partnerships with genuine respect rather than reluctant tolerance. What happened at the BET Awards represents a larger cultural shift where digital influence is challenging traditional celebrity hierarchies. Streamers like Tylil have direct relationships with their audiences that many traditional celebrities would envy. They create content daily, respond to comments personally, and build communities around shared interests. This authentic connection often translates to more genuine influence than traditional fame based on movies or music. The industry's reluctance to acknowledge this shift creates conflicts that could be avoided with better understanding of modern media dynamics. Adaptation is necessary for survival in changing entertainment landscapes. As of now, BET hasn't issued the formal apology that Kai demanded, leaving the situation unresolved and tensions simmering. This ongoing silence speaks volumes about how traditional media organizations handle creator relations and public accountability. Every day, without an apology, reinforces the perception that BET doesn't value creator partnerships or respect for individual dignity. The longer this situation remains unaddressed, the more it becomes a case study in how not to manage creator relationships. The entertainment industry is watching to see whether accountability or ego will prevail in this standoff. Understanding why this incident happened requires examining the psychology of status-based discrimination. Human beings naturally create hierarchies, and institutions often formalize these through policies and procedures. The security guard wasn't necessarily acting from personal malice. She was implementing a system that automatically treats people differently based on perceived importance. This systematic bias is more dangerous than individual prejudice because it's embedded in organizational culture and decision-making processes. Addressing these issues requires changing systems, not just individual attitudes. The BET incident exposed how deeply ingrained these hierarchies are in entertainment industry operations. Live streaming is fundamentally changing power dynamics in entertainment by removing the filter of traditional media gatekeepers. When everything is broadcast live, there's no opportunity to edit out uncomfortable moments or spin narratives in favor of established institutions. This transparency forces organizations to be more genuine in their interactions, because authenticity can't be faked when thousands of people are watching in real time. The BET incident could only happen because streaming technology made it visible to audiences who could judge the fairness for themselves. This technological shift is democratizing accountability in ways that were impossible in previous media eras. The conflict between Tylil and BET security represents a broader generational divide in understanding influence and respect. Older industry professionals often measure importance through traditional metrics like album sales, movie roles, or mainstream media coverage. Younger digital creators build influence through engagement, authenticity, and direct audience relationships. Neither approach is inherently better, but problems arise when one generation's metrics are used to dismiss another generation's achievements. Bridging this divide requires mutual understanding and respect for different forms of influence and success. The future of entertainment depends on integration rather than segregation of these approaches. This wasn't just about a red carpet or hurt feelings. It was about respect, power, and who gets to decide the rules in our evolving media landscape. The BET Awards incident revealed fractures in the entertainment industry that won't heal with time alone. Whether this becomes a catalyst for positive change or another forgotten controversy depends on how creators, audiences, and traditional media choose to respond. The cameras are always rolling now, and authenticity is becoming the only sustainable strategy for organizations that want to maintain credibility with modern audiences. This content represents commentary on public events and industry practices, not professional advice regarding entertainment industry business practices. Consult qualified professionals for specific guidance on creator relations or event management.